Boy, oh boy. If you guys didn't know, games are expensive. So, I made a video a few weeks ago talking about why to not pre-order video games anymore because it's pointless. And this is pretty much like making my statement more large. What the fuck? So Microsoft raised Xbox game prices from $59.99 to now $69.99. Nice. The company said in a statement to IGN that the new price tag will start in 2023 for games built for the Xbox Series X/S and will include titles like Starfield, Redfall, and the next Forza Motorsport. A $70 MSRP reflects the content, scale, and technical complexity of these titles, a Microsoft spokesperson told IGN. So that's a quote right there. That comes from IGN, December 5th, 2022. $70 for a game. That's fucking expensive. $60 for some games is expensive, especially with some of the games we've gotten for that price, like Cyberpunk. Jesus, what a mess, right? I got the game for free, so I can't say shit. Even I feel bad that I own the game. I threw my money away even though I got it for free. I won it in a giveaway from Soda Core. Shout out. It's going to make people's decision of buying a game more complex. People who don't just have $70 to throw at a fucking video game, which is most people now after, the whole 2020 situation, especially me, I don't want to just be throwing $70 around at new titles that release and just hope I will get my enjoyment out of them when half these titles are just released betas that I am paying to play in hopes that they'll be good. You wouldn't pay money for a chance to see a good movie, right? Like, I don't know. It's going to make people's decision buying games. They're going to have to think about it now. I was looking at some articles. There's this article, Sam Najee from GameIndustry.biz. We're going to read this real quick here. Yeah. All right. So here's this article by Sam Najee, in GamesIndustry.biz. Video games analyst looks into the changing price of video games and suggests why they may be relatively cheaper than in past generations. And as we scroll down here, we have some graphs here. Video game software, year of release, and you can see from the Atari how it was like $40 for those games, and then it goes up a little bit to the Super Nintendo where it's $60 and then it drops down and then it goes up and then it drops down and then it goes up and then now we're at the highest, $69.99 for the PS5 and Xbox Series. And then this is adjusted for 2022 prices after our whole economy situation happened, And by the looks of it, it's like we're paying less for these games in general. So maybe it isn't too bad of a thing. I'm probably just complaining to complain, which is usually the case for these things. I will be honest, I do complain just to complain. But still, $70 for some games is ridiculous. I hope, but this will cause people to actually do some research on the games they're buying before they just throw $70 into the wind. So maybe that will lead to some higher quality games because devs will actually have to try now to get people to buy the game for that price. It will be interesting to see how it goes and if it will hurt sales at all for some games, and maybe it'll change how reviewers review games as well because people are going to need some more reviews to see if the game is a vibe or not a vibe. If you ever seen an IGN review, half their shit doesn't make sense. Like they never even tried to play the game. And some reviews are like that too. Even on Steam, like fucking to look at some Steam reviews for video games is pointless. You're better off like staring at a fucking wall and asking it if you should make the choice to fucking cut your nutsack off or not. All right, it would give you a better answer than a Steam review would. You can see it's literally this data. It checks out. The prices do go down, even though we're paying more right now. In the end, inflation kind of fucked us. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm definitely not going to be paying $70 for Starfield until a review comes out about it. I keep an eye on the Moist meter by Moist Critical. I keep an eye on Mudahar's Twitter. I look to them for game reviews. Video Game Donkey, I like him as well. He gives some good reviews. But reviews don't always give you an answer. You always have to check it out yourself. I wouldn't buy a game now unless it's on Steam or it comes out on Game Pass. That's pretty much how I am now, because Steam has such a great refund system, it's insane. Thank God Ubisoft is moving back over there, because if I buy another Assassin's Creed and it turns out to be another piece of garbage in my library, I can actually refund it. Fucking having to go loops and circles to refund a game. Yeah, this will be interesting to see to work out. Yeah, be smarter buying video games now, I guess, because they're expensive. I'm hoping Starfield will be good by Microsoft. Everything since Cyberpunk, I've doubted. Like Cyberpunk ruined my expectations for the game industry in general. I think it ruined a lot of people's. I knew prices were gonna get higher at some point. I just didn't know when. I didn't think Microsoft would do it this soon. I think they want to try to get ready for the next gen. Yeah, so pretty much I'm done buying games on release. I'm always going to wait until a review comes out, until a few reviews come out, until I watch a stream of someone playing it or some gameplay on YouTube. Listening to trailers and the devs and stuff, they all lie. They all lie. In general, games get cheaper as the months go by, so just be smarter buying games. That's all I'm saying, and I'll stop talking about it now. Sorry. Jesus.